that if John Cena lost his job as a wrestler, which technically he has other areas to go in. A YouTuber, they
Your
fucking work at
stream shit
McDonald's.
itself.
Yeah,
really
he
have to
spreads
fucking
that.
Hey man,
analyze.
Wait,
some,
didn't
someone should give
Onision
the Mookie
didn't
Beaver
Onision
girl.
literally work at McDonald's?
No, he got fired.
Burner.
Didn't
Like
he
an
get
hour.
literally fired
For like an hour.
immediately?
Stream is fixed.
No,
this
John
is a
Cena is
disaster.
fired. Are you retarded?
Is it?
There we go.
Is
It's
it
back
a
on.
job if
fucking
you've only
doing?
been hired for an hour?
That's enough to at least get one
You
McChicken.
said, Burner, you said this is going to
You're
be
trying to
on
make a
podcast?
fucking point.
I said
Make your
what?
point.
This is we are live right now. This is an after show.
Ah,
Everything
wow.
you're saying.
Hello, world.
We're doing it live. Fuck it.
God, there's
Golden
so
I
many
do
fire
think-
people in here.
Poe, I do think that it is worth a shot. I think that you have a solid chance if you DM a shoe to get it onto the
oh,
podcast.
for fuck's sake.
Look, I could get Shu, I could get Emmett, I could get some black guy.
No, listen.
You know who you
Black
should
guy.
get.
Why
You
not?
know who
Yeah.
you
Some black
should
guys that
get.
dude I would
Hold up.
Hey, Poe.
Hold up.
Poe, realist.
Hold up.
See,
I demand
Get
respect.
Shu and Skeptic in on this.
Everyone,
do it.
If
The
Shu,
one person I
no.
want though is Chris Raygun. I would love Chris Raygun.
Bro, yes. I
Chris
want
refused to
say
follow me. He refuses to follow me.
What
Didn't
about
you
Idaho?
say you also wanted Jim on
Maybe
here?
because you post too much cringe.
hold.
That's probably
Hey,
right.
what about what about
Guys with
Monkey
snakes up
Jones?
their assholes.
I would
That's
love to see
not
a
the
podcast
man.
with Poe, Chris Raygun, and Shu all talking at once.
Bro, I want Jim in this podcast.
Possibly.
You want him to only invite his
Boyfriend.
Oh god, there's so many people on the live stream
This
list.
is
There-
a
they
fucking-
are,
You can't
yeah.
see like
this is a
half of
fucking
the
disaster.
bang.
We're going. Okay.
Let me open.
Let's get back on point. Let's get back on point. Let's get back on point.
Okay. I'm gonna start.
Drop about 20 people to make that work.
If you
Yeah, since when does
if you wanna listen
Discord
to the
chat
stream-
stay on track?
hold up. If you want to
There
listen
is
to the
no
stream
point.
and you're muted and you don't want to participate, you just want to listen, then please get the fuck out. We have a stream link posted. I'd appreciate it. If Chris Raygun or whoever the fuck you're gonna invite is gonna come on here, I'm gonna purge this fucking channel into only people who are gonna contribute.
I mean, not right now. They wouldn't come on right now. I'd have to like
I'm
book
not
them
gonna
in
do anything
advance.
that embarrassing.
There's no way he'd come
I have to
on.
book them in advance.
Okay.
There's no fucking way.
Oh god, I'm not gonna do anything that embarrassing.
Jim, can I ask a question?
Why are
That's
people in here muted anyways? Why
Yeah,
not just
that's a
watch
good
the
point.
fucking live stream?
Yeah,
I-
seriously.
Well,
The live
I'm
stream
They don't want to
has
watch the live.
delay.
They don't want to
There's
watch the live.
more. There's more delay, and they want to be able to take part in it in the general VC chat.
Yeah.
That's
Especially if they have any-
still dumb.
Pretty much.
Just
Because-
fucking watch the
Really
live
think that
stream.
he's gonna fucking
They're not
sit there and
contributing
watch any of this shit?
anything.
Poe, can I ask a
I
specific
can't
question?
even get through.
Yeah, go ahead. Question.
Can
Guys,
you-
quiet.
Can you I know you want to get like Chris Reagan and all that. Can you get that one fucker who like just posts the shit that you just end up reposting that has the name
Oh, 83830?
The
yeah,
number.
that guy. I think it's bots. I don't remember. I'd have to
He
read his
locked.
name again.
He locked himself.
He locked himself.
Check your voicemail.
Wait, no,
I,
wait.
look, I can't. I don't speak Japanese, so I just call him 838380.
Hold it.
Okay, I speak a little bit.
Cool it for a
He's
second.
not gonna fucking retweet you.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, he locked himself.
I went to fucking school for it, Jack.
Yeah, 83 locked. I'm not sure why, but
He's
No.
not gonna fucking retweet you.
No
probably on lock.
no fucking way Jim wants on, because Jim doesn't work in Discord. That's bullshit. Now if Jim wanted on, I would laugh my fucking sides off. That would be hilarious. But how is he gonna get in here without a Discord?
Yeah, Jim isn't gonna fucking do anything.
Oh wait, here's a
You
hey
wanna fucking
here's a
get Jim on.
here's a
you
note.
Fucking
Here's a note. I will set up a Google Hangouts
No.
to Discord trans call if Jim wants on for next cast. I will set that shit up.
Yeah.
Marking that right now.
Smart.
fucking Adam.
Smart.
that feels like so much effort to go
I don't.
to.
I love Jim. I don't care.
Who gives a shit?
We're gonna talk about coronavirus.
Jim,
Wait,
you have to
Who is Jim?
Jim
Make
is
that
uh,
shit.
Yeah.
I also
Medicare.
have that question.
Medicare. Mr. Medicare.
Oh, Mr. Medicare.
Oh, where is it right now?
I thought
Dr.
we were
Get
gonna
Ben
talk about Jim.
Shapiro on the podcast.
No,
Oh no, no. Let's
I
get
don't think
Nick
that's
Fuentes.
actually
Let's get
Medicare.
Nick Fuentes on here.
Holy shit, yes.
Do it.
Yes, let's roast the fuck out of him. Yes,
I feel
absolutely.
like a lot of you guys have very big
I
goals.
feel like everyone
Yeah,
would turn into a
we're
guy.
joking. This is
We are
too
very
far.
ambitious.
Nick Fuentes is not coming on here.
Yeah, this one was fun, but I do
we
think
get
you
like
could get
Tom
two.
PewDiePie?
Oh yeah,
No,
let's
see,
get PewDiePie on this.
Realistically,
Hey,
you
you
get
guys-
too mad.
you
You
guys
get too mad
remember
on
that
it.
one-
I'm just
that
saying,
one-
if PewDiePie
let's-
were on this show, just wait until the media finds out the name of the podcast.
You guys,
Didn't
I have a question.
Made a video
What's your
about it,
question?
like the blackface.
Digital.
Yeah,
black.
they made
Yes.
several. They made several. They made several.
So,
Do you
I
guys
was
remember
accused
that
of
one
by
guy,
using
that
a fucking
anti-gun?
gif of a black guy.
Yeah, that's literally
I'm
that's
just
literally
kidding.
what they're calling it.
I have a
Wait, digital blackface isn't a joke? People actually claim it's a thing?
Yes.
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 I'm gonna
Yes.
fucking kill
You
myself.
bigot, you fucking
You
bigot,
didn't
you
think
little
you
prick.
didn't think
You
they
didn't
thought
know
it
that,
was
and you
on
named
You
the
know-
You
podcast.
fucking,
know-
Fucking
bigot,
bigot.
you
A
piece of
fucking
shit.
bigot.
This is base.
It's really hard not to kill
Bruh.
myself when I'm on the 8th floor of a dorm with the window right next to me.
Get
Do
the
it.
safety nets.
Don't do
Were
it.
there
Hey, Paul,
gunshots
I have a
right
question for
outside
you.
of my window?
It's not worth it.
Sir, we can talk about this.
We can. Yeah, we can.
Are you
we
guys
can
gonna
There's
get
no
away from the window.
negotiating.
Go Saner?
If
We
you
can
really
talk about
want,
it,
I'll
bro.
go down and set up my phone beforehand and I'll do a flip. It's fine.
Anyone?
Yes, please.
Sure,
stream.
Hey, Paul,
I'd be
when is
down
the
for that.
waxing gonna happen?
Fails.
We're still waiting for the ball wax.
It should happen tomorrow.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
post
Oh,
it?
shit.
Oh.
Second episode of the podcast.
Oh, Poe, that reminds me. Poe, that reminds me.
Yeah.
Were you serious about
God, I
me
can't
being
wait.
allowed to come on?
About who?
About me being able to come on? You said that on fucking Twitter.
Who?
For fuck's sake, Mr.
Mr.
J.
J.
2010. Yeah, you fucking respond to me, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious? You'll
You
let me on?"
fucking. You fucking.
Wait, wait, who are you again exactly?
For fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
I'm not looking at the Discord chat right now. I'm
Bro,
looking
my
at-
man,
Okay.
It's Mr. J. A Hawk,
J.
2010.
wow,
Excuse
Poe,
me,
you don't
J.
even.
2010, thank you very much.
Wow, Poe, you're not. You telling me you don't have double monitors? Wow.
Yeah, Poe, you.
I don't
fucking-
have double monitors. I
I'm on a
just don't have
laptop
room.
right now.
I'm on a laptop right now, and I
I'm
still
on-
Oh
have
shit,
double
it's my nigga buoy.
monitors.
All right. Let's restart. Fucking goddamn.
Wait, is that the real nigga buoy?
What are
It
we?
is, yeah, the real nigga buoy is
Yes.
Who's Bowie? Fill me in on this Bowie character.
Bowie.
this. Bowie is like
Bowie. David Bowie.
one of
The
the
bane of anime Twitter.
The
Yeah,
David
Oh,
Bowie.
anime
yeah,
Twitter.
That would be cool.
Jerks off to 2B all day.
The David
Yes.
Bowie.
I mean,
See, I never got the hype for 2B. I never got the hype for her.
Ass.
Daddy.
It's ass.
Mostly
Yeah,
ass.
I've seen better.
It's the ass-
Not to
it's the
mention
ass.
some of the hentai they make on her is pretty good.
See,
It's-
2B has also got that whole Android kink going on.
It's not
white
the
hair.
ass. It's the asshole, guys. Get it right.
Okay, back to the point. What were we talking about right
I
before
was
this?
asking.
We're
about
okay.
fucking-
Okay.
God damn it.
There's
I
no
was asking.
Before
I think we were
shoe,
talking about-
maps.
I think we were talking about
Yo.
getting people on. If anybody wants to
Yeah,
come
we were
on,
talking about like.
Okay, look, let me
Yeah,
tell you who
that's why I was
We
asking
have
the
like
question.
11 people watching at a time.
You should.
There's
you
not
get one
many
of them
people.
anti.
like I could realistically get Jay Longbone.
okay.
that would be cool.
Smug's in
I
here. I
have
didn't
a
even
question
fucking
for you,
notice.
Poe.
Yeah, Smug's a moderator.
No, that's cool.
Who?
Powis.
Smug.
Yeah, but I don't ever see Smug actually.
Oh,
here.
she went offline. She fucking heard me.
She fucking.
She
She
talked
talks-
once.
Yeah, she talks every once in a while.
Well, Christina was in here.
See,
at one
I've never
point.
actually talked to her in this channel, but I've talked to her outside of it.
Oh wait, fucking my question. Goddamn, we keep getting away from it. All right,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. Poe.
My
Don't
question.
get better
I-
No.
I
Let
asked-
the person ask the question first.
For fuck's sake.
Hit me with your question. Hit me with it.
All
Hit me
right,
with it.
all right,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
add Poe on Steam. Here we
So,
Ask the damn question.
I had him on Skype while you're at it. For fuck's sake. So my question.
Who uses
Yo,
Skype?
Poe, what's your Skype?
I don't know. The last time I used it was 2013.
I haven't used Skype in
We
years.
keep
No one
derailing.
uses
I
the
just-
virus.
Who uses Skype?
Okay.
Yo, you're all shit on Skype, but at least Skype isn't run by a bunch of furries. When this first gets plagued, you'll be saying, I wish Skype was still around.
2010 looking ass motherfucker.
Apparently, people who actually.
Okay. Stop. Let's back to the question. Back to the question.
I'm crying. All right. Fucking
Yes,
question.
the Jewish
No
question.
jokes.
What did I say
That was
about
the-
Jews in
That
the
was
voice
the
chat?
one
No
rule
Jews.
Poe
No
told me
talking
not
about
to
Jews.
break.
Can we get these?
Talking about Jews.
Boys.
That was the
Boys,
No
mommy,
talking
about
mommy
Jews.
is talking.
No shoes. The fucking bit rate on this voice channel is going to shit.
Oh my god, I can't believe Poe is a Nazi.
Yo,
Okay,
Dude, I didn't even
no
know
one's talking about Jews in the voice chat.
We keep derailing. We're never gonna ask these goddamn questions.
Ask the question.
Ask
the
one person at a time.
All right. The question was, hey, I remember I tweeted at you on Twitter. I said I'd love to talk about psychology.
Oh yeah, and I replied, I'm more of an ethics and moral philosophy guy, but I do like psychology. Yeah,
I mean, I've gone over ethics for I actually took a class relating to logic, which is a fucking stupid class.
I mean, I love his music, but still.
Yeah, same here. I love Post Malone. So, what I was saying was, are you serious though about that?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't think Jay would be interested in it much, but sure.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. If she doesn't want it, then that's fine. But I would love to come on and whatever topic you guys have, we could talk about.
Yeah.
You talk about politics, particularly about.
Yeah, absolutely. I can totally, absolutely, we can talk about that.
Look, I feel like if we talked about politics, that would go south very quickly.
No,
Yeah,
I
don't
will.
think we should be talking about
I
politics.
will personally host your politics thing. I will turn that shit show into a shit win, bro.
Burner.
Yeah.
I would not only if I talked about politics seriously and not the joking way I do on Twitter, I would lose at least 20 mutuals. I don't like to lose mutuals. I think I would lose like 20 mutuals.
Well, you see, that's why you let me do it. That's why you let me do it, bro.
What are you trying to say? You saying you support certain supremacists, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, Biden.
Post a black Israelite confirmed.
I believed in you. I'm unsubscribed.
I live in constant fear of losing mutuals. I can't sleep.
I feel that.
I'm literally shaking right now.
All I care about is losing mutuals.
Friends to see Kyle. So the trick is, if someone tries to get seriously into politics, you can just derail it just by saying pineapple on pizza is good.
Pineapple on pizza is bad.
But it is. I hate cheese.
Yeah, we can talk about how.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. What the fuck is your problem, man? How come you hate cheese?
Right.
What
the fuck is your problem?
You're all reversing.
How could you?
This is horrible.
Can we change the bitrate to MW2 lobby, please?
Let me see.
Can we change the bit rate to 8?
We're gonna change the bitrate to MW2 lobby. Hang on.
To 8 kilobytes,
How do I do that?
please.
You would I believe you'd right click on the channel, or you'd right click through options. Or no, you go through options.
Yeah, right click on general.
Yeah, and then you should be able to change the bit rate to like 8 kilobytes per.
Burner, can you do that for them?
Can I do? Change
If I
it.
can't understand you, go back to your country.
What do you want the
so
bit rate to
you'll
be?
Damn it, Poe, are you a fucking boomer, Poe?
Oh,
I'm 23 in exactly 46 minutes.
Okay, that's pretty legit.
46 minutes.
You proud of that?
46
Like I was born on midnight. I was born on midnight, March 9th. So yeah.
My grandfather, one of my well, he's not my real grandfather. He was born on New Year's Eve.
Does that mean you get to argue that you deserve 2 birthdays? Because technically you were born between days.
I don't even get 1 birthday.
Fair.
Poe's too poor for that.
Fair.
No, my family, we have an orphan life. We just don't do birthdays.
I have a question. How does birthday
Birthdays are
on
a
leap
social
day work?
construct.
It's his Jewish religion, guys.
You cope.
How does a birthday on leap day work?
I thought we
You
didn't
cope, bro.
welcome Jews here.
Why do you want me to increase my mic volume?
That's not very nice. Who like don't do the anti-Jew thing. Like save that for the burner show, bitch. Come on.
Whoa.
Oh boy, do I have topics
no
to get
Jewish
to for
things.
that.
People were talking
no
about my
Jewish
voice.
things.
What is it about my voice?
Oh,
that you guys are all...
it's so sexy.
It's very clear. It's very clear, and
It sounds like someone is a priority speaker here.
Yeah, everyone was just
Honestly,
saying,
Yeah, welfare bought him a good headset.
No, shut up.
It's the reason why it's a very neutral, very basic volume that's still deep enough to have a lot lot of nice sounding tones to it.
Yeah, I've practiced my locution throughout my life.
Hey, Poe.
I've never heard of that word, and I've done voice acting for what the fuck is locution? I need to look it up. It sounds like
What,
so
what the
fake.
fuck's a synonym?
Oh my god.
Locution.
That's not actually the word. I forget the word, but that's the word I say for it. Like the
You
actual
just,
word.
just make up a fucking word, alright?
No, look,
Yep.
the actual word is something from Wizard of Oz.
Locution is hang on.
like
Locution is a word or phrase, especially with regard to style and idiom. I don't know if
Yeah, that's not correct. But
yeah.
my locution is related to that.
What?
So
I
you're
use the
I just
word to
wanna
refer
point
the word to another. Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
want to point out someone
I gotta
enunciate
chat.
chat.
I'm
Post
writing-
sounds white.
I gotta
That's
post
the
sounds
worst
white.
thing I've seen all day.
I need to write locution on my whiteboard. Hang on.
You have a whiteboard?
Yes.
Oh, I have a question.
Who doesn't? I have a bunch of I have words
I
on it and Japanese shit I have to learn all the time on it.
I mean,
Yo, Poe, you want to
Why
hear
do
something
you
funny?
have to type out in Japanese?
I could I,
Fucking
well,
weeb.
could I wait? Would you ask if I could say locution in Japanese? What?
Locution?
No.
Locution isn't a fucking word.
So,
Why the fuck do you have a whiteboard with like?
Why do you think Tyler Perry killed her off?
Why do I have a whiteboard with shit on it?
Yeah, with Japanese.
Locution, a word or phrase, especially with regard to style or idiom, and utterance regarded in terms of its intrinsic meaning or reference, as distinct from its function or purpose.
Nerd.
I have the whiteboard.
Who the fuck reads the dictionary?
I have the
did.
whiteboard.
When I was like 12 years old, I read the dictionary like all the time.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking go ahead and
Didn't Eminem do that?
it sounds like you had
That's
the
some
same
Eminem
life as
shit
me
right
when you
there.
were 12.
Why read the dictionary?
And no life.
Because he was, yeah. Why read the? Why read the?
I would just stay up all night reading whatever.
12 years
Look,
old.
Poe,
I had-
question.
Yes,
When
go
you
ahead.
can just read the dictionary.
Why read the dictionary when you read the thesaurus like your great hero Eminem? You know what I'm saying?
The word locution, it was elocution. That's the word I keep
Elocution.
mixing elocution with elocution.
Yes, I was
Yes.
wondering about that.
So, since this is the after
Like,
show,
if you guys
after
might not know, my name is Elo Zeno. So elocution, I always change
Zeno. Fuck's
Wait,
sake.
who was talking? Hang on, guys.
Since,
I was.
since this is the after show.
It's Zeno for short. Zeno for short.
I was like, well, since this is the
Xenophobe.
after show
Xenophobe.
for the conversation with the map, do y'all want us to ask any questions regarding that, or do you want to answer any questions?
Go ahead.
Are you a
Uh,
map
Where
yourself?
did you find this person?
Yeah, where did you
Burner
find them?
Burner actually found them. For
Okay,
us.
I can answer this.
Burner,
I can answer
how the
this.
fuck did you find them?
Hold it. Cool it. I'm not a pedo, I promise. Listen. So,
That's what every pedo says, though.
So, I ran my own podcast on maps 2 times, and it went pretty civil, but I kind of wasn't happy with it. And once I started producing for Poe, I thought it would be. Poe mentioned he wanted to do a piece on maps, and I thought I could whip somebody up from my last podcast. This person wasn't from my last podcast, but they did respond to the thing. There was a huge fucking shit show. The maps did not want this podcast to happen. There was a fucking cabal. There was a fucking cabal to make sure this thing didn't happen.
I really don't get that. I don't get that
because they're cowards. They're fucking cowards.
They talk so much
They
about how
are.
they want to be understood.
Just like Tumblr.
Yeah, respect it. Like that's a problem I have with them.
They talk so
Oh
much
my
shit.
God.
They talk so much shit
I'm
and want to be
sorry, but
respected,
if-
but they don't want to give an inch. They don't even want to try. They just
Exactly.
expect
If
it.
Yeah.
My
Hey,
biggest
hey, guys,
thing.
look at general voice chat real quick. Look at how thirsty this guy is.
General
Huh?
voice chat.
Wait, who the fuck is this guy?
You mean general chat chat?
I would suck
look.
the autism from your ass.
What the fuck?
Wait, where's this
That's the
guy
effect
who
you have
said
on people, Poe.
Where is this?
autism? I'm looking up autism.
No, Verescence wore a
Oh,
dress.
what the
And
fuck?
Verescence wore a dress, and this guy lost it.
Oh my god.
What the actual fuck?
Verescence is the one who's with the fat dude, right?
Yeah.
500 followers.
Like, I can understand. Look, I can understand the cleavage was there, but like he lost it. Like he immediately was like, "No, I need to let her know the depth."
I blanked out for 5
Bro,
seconds. What
this
the
man is going way too far on horny.
Oh my
This
god,
man, he
speech
lives on another
100%.
plane of reality.
The horny levels
He
are too
lives.
fucking high.
He lives on
Horny
another
levels
level
are over
of
9,000.
reality, that's for sure.
Bro, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so there's this guy named Shia Died. If you guys don't know, it's the cisphobia guy. You guys know that guy? He made like
Oh,
a
yes, this is
yeah,
guy.
that guy.
Yes.
Who?
He made a banner.
Are you
Yeah.
guys ever gonna like put him on the show, maybe?
Yeah, get him on the
Yes.
podcast.
He's too much. He's too much.
Hey, Poe.
If he joined.
Hold it.
Nothing's too much for you, dude.
Poe, do you
Okay,
want me?
man,
Do you want me to
Dude,
handle
you're
all the
both a
scheduling
cheese
here?
grater going into a vagina. Come on.
Okay, you know
Please
what?
do not mention cheese graters around
He
me.
has a point. He has a point.
I actually found a cheese grater dildo.
No, absolutely
Why-
not. Stop that.
Can we actually
Stop talking.
What the fuck did you just say, Poe?
on a serious note, actually, real quick, on a serious note, for like Poe, for example, though, with that whole thing, right, like the cisphobia guy, I think it comes down to a particular concept of if it's really niche and fucking insane, that isn't like, oh, because when he brings a map on here, it's to get into what the problem is, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to someone who's just fucking insane and stupid, who probably, you wouldn't necessarily say they have an issue or that they're sick, but that they're just fucking, they're just retarded.
Shit.
They're just.
I mean, the fact that they created a flag of
Why don't you put a
cisphobia, and one of the lines was transphobia.
Podcast self-diagnosed?
What?
Yeah.
What wasn't that one?
Yeah, she said she was. He said he was self-diagnosed. Yeah.
And I
Oh,
mean,
okay,
my whole
that's
thing,
the fucking problem there.
my whole thing was with it, and what I said from the beginning was just like normally these types of people have an age preference. Like they have an age where they're like, oh, this gets my rocks off, and to sit there and just say every age, I don't know. To me, that just kind of confirms like you're kind of wanting to be edgy. You heard a word and you.
Yeah, like the necrophilia pretty much confirmed that to me.
Well,
like,
okay,
I met once a necrophilia girl, but she wasn't really into fucking dead bodies.
Well, okay.
I brought a dead body over and she didn't start fucking it, so I mean, fake.
Look at those bones.
Here's the interesting thing that she brought up.
We're just gonna ignore the comment about the cheese grater dildo, right?
Yes.
And we're gonna move on.
There's been something posted in the general PC.
That is the realm of Twitter crazy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go take a shower, so you guys can continue.
All right, I'll see you.
No.
Because
Ass is ass.
Bring us with you.
for fuck's sake, everyone,
Bring us with you.
fucking silence on comms.
Podcast shower.
Dude, shower podcast. Yeah.
Shower podcast.
The shower cast.
Everyone,
No.
right now,
I don't have an OnlyFans. It's not gonna happen.
Hey yo.
You don't have to have it.
Now's the time to start, man.
Stream the waxing of your balls, dude. That's what you need to do.
OnlyFans, you coward.
No. It's gotta be up on the podcast channel.
I'm already getting
boys.
blocked left and right on my new account.
Boys, I'd appreciate without the yelling.
Did Jacob Fryer block you yet?
Good night, guys.
Good
All
night.
right, good night.
No.
Good night.
Good night.
Adios.
I wanted to.
Adios.
Jews.
I wanted
No,
to. I
I'm
wanted
going
to.
to
Let's talk about black people.
Hang on. I wanted to
Talk
bounce.
about Mexicans.
Yo, hold up, Mr. Jayhawk wanted to say something.
I wanted to bounce off of what thank you, Burner. I wanted to bounce off what Foxy was talking about because it's very important what she mentioned. Because at a psychological level, it's like, okay, this person's like, you would assume crazy. They're into all this shit, right? You could just lump them into this concept that they are just as batshit insane as a cisphobia person. They just want to be edgy, right? They want attention or something.
Yeah.
There's things about this though, like that can be possible. Not saying it isn't. But I brought this up during the stream. It's that there are people out there that are widely addicted to, and they don't realize it because there's not a real indication of it other than that they like really batshit, like insane stuff. That they are extremely into taboo, like subject, I guess you could say, taboo.
Like the stepsis porn and shit like that,
yeah,
like the
and-
incest.
Taboo though.
Like, you
To-
look
to-
at
to
fucking
be- wait,
No,
wait, no, no,
it's-
no.
the idea of it doing it in real life is taboo, but
Well,
if you
okay,
look at
yeah,
Pornhub,
that's-
it's obviously not as taboo.
No, well, what I'm saying is,
But you're just my stepbrother.
I
You're
mean-
not my real brother.
Fucking who's the
We're not
Luther,
real
like, look, look, what I
It's
really
not
listen
incest
to
if you
the
say
stream-
no chromo.
Hold it. Cool it. Cool it. If like more than 3 people talk over each other, I'm gonna start muting people. Just letting you know. I don't want to be that guy, but come on.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I will keep this quick. The way I listen to Lucifer or Lucy, I don't know. I feel that she's just confused. She or he, I don't know, remember. Just confused. And when
I
you
know
mentioned
exactly who we're talking about now.
yeah, when you mentioned the necrophilia bit, I was like, okay, I knew someone who claimed to be necrophiliac, but when I talked with him privately, and it was a girl in this case, she said, no, I just did it to be edgy because of the particular sector she was in the internet. And so the thing I believe is that Lucifer is not really into fucking dead people or animals. I feel he's just confused. And I shouldn't know. I mean, I was already also 16. I'm 22 right now. Although when I was 16, I wanted to be a dinosaur, not fucking dogs.
You sure that
How's
was
that going?
Wait, at 16?
You wanted to fuck dinosaurs?
At 16?
No, I wanted to be a dinosaur at 16.
At 16?
You know, sometimes we all have weird
Were you
phases.
in were you in the special classes?
Oh, shut up! Don't be
Wait,
rude
dude,
to me to
come
him like that. Come on.
I respect that.
Y'all sitting here shitting on a man
to be a
for wanting to be a dinosaur.
I was planning on becoming Batman.
He
When I
wanted
was
to be a
thir-
fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex, man. Come on, yeah,
When I
seriously.
was
I mean,
13, I wanted to be a voice actor.
It
There are
depends on what
grown-ass
dinosaur
people.
we're talking
Wait,
about.
what? Who said voice actor?
I just really want to get fucked by a T-Rex. It's fine.
For fuck's sake.
No, what dinosaur are we talking
You
about
wanna-
here?
Yo,
We talking about
I feel like we're getting off topic. I feel like we're getting off topic. All right. So I
We're
want
gonna
to
talk about dino porn later.
Yeah, let's get to dino
Can I
porn.
just say one thing related?
Yeah.
we
Sure.
talking about dino porn?
Be quick. Yes. Yes.
Paul,
So,
did you ride short bus number 3?
We're good.
no, actually, it was number 4.
Ah, fuck.
hey, that's
I
my
was
bus.
on number 3.
Hey, let me.
Oh God.
All right. So if the
I was on
conversation
number
is
2.
if the conversation is still
Yeah,
maps,
fucking loser.
if the conversation is
maps.
still maps, these people are fucking seething. Whenever anything fucking happens, bro. So I don't know. I think their intention is to create a community to where they can get support without actually having to get like a therapist. I mean, some of them say that their therapists support this type of thing. Those people are retarded.
Yeah, they're
but-
definitely retarded.
But I don't
And liars.
Gave it away.
like me personally. I
The
don't
problem-
fucking
okay.
I don't mind
Let
if
him finish. Let him finish.
I don't fucking mind if these people exist. I don't wish you any harm if you're this way and you can't control it. That's not your fault. But once you bring it onto a public forum and expect people not to get mad about it, I just have to shrug and call you a retard. That's what I have to do,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
The big problem for their community, I think, is the ones who think that the age of consent needs to be lowered.
Or no, just the ones
Yeah,
that
that's
want
the- that's
to
the
touch kids.
problem I
The
I
pro-contact,
think
the ones that think that
I
kids
have no
can-
problem with the anti-contacts. I don't touch them. It's the
I-
contacts that I
Yeah,
have
they
a
don't
big
touch either.
Yeah, they don't touch either.
But my whole
Yeah.
thing
Just the idea
is,
of normalizing something. Like
well, right,
that
like,
too.
Many things can be
You
normal.
know, when you say that I'm normalizing pedophilia, I'm surprised that when we're talking about pedophilia, most of Twitter goes against lolly drawings and stuff like that.
Lolly is
They
not
never
the
address the
same
subject.
thing.
Well, what
Like,
it is
look,
that
lolly is not pedophilia, okay? And
Yeah, lolly-
neither is 18-year-old girl dating a 20-year-old guy.
Well,
I've seen that a
lolly-
lot of times on Twitter.
Well, lolly isn't
I
pedophilia.
mean,
Then
you
liking
can't
lolly
really
that's
take
like
Twitter-
sexual makes you a pedophile. It doesn't make you a sex offender, but it makes you a pedophile. It just does.
Well, I mean, it depends on your age group because, you know.
If you,
that's like
listen,
saying-
let's just say if you're 13, you're looking at lolly porn. I don't know what to say. Your brother should not let you use his computer.
Yes.
That's all I'm
I mean,
gonna say.
that's
Yes.
like
Well,
saying being attracted to flat-chested girls makes you a pedophile. Like, just because
Mhm.
they
That's
have
two different
access-
arguments.
Does it?
That's
A
the
flat-chested girl and a lolly are two different things.
I
Yeah.
feel like some
Right,
of
but-
like
Yes.
I feel like some of the older age of attraction type things like I don't know, 13 and up is like a very far extension of people who like petite girls.
Yeah, I'll agree with
Yeah.
that, Earl.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, and my whole thing is like, that's fair
There's
to
nothing
say.
wrong with petite
That's
girls.
fair.
They exist.
Yeah, but
No,
when you go
like-
down to like,
But like, when you're
It's
going
fair to
age of
differentiate
attraction
the
is
two.
13.
when you're going down to like 5-year-olds, I can't really think of any explanation. There.
Oh no,
Some
no,
that are
no,
I would
no.
even say 13 is a
We
bit
don't go
much.
there.
We are in agreement that the ephebophiles, the ones that are attracted to babies, are probably like the worst of the worst.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fucked.
fuck them.
I can't
I mean,
explain.
I don't think they're any worse or better than someone who's attracted to a child.
It is, look, it is more.
I think they're all
because at the end of the day, yeah. At the
I
end
think
of the
trying
day,
to
it's
moralize
someone-
which one's better or worse isn't
yeah,
going to
it's
do anything.
because at the end of the day,
all
it's a
just as
person. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
person
When it's
who's
the-
liking
when it's the
someone who
full-on-
can't, you know.
When it's full-on toddlers or babies, I think I'm more inherently disgusted.
Well, of course you would be.
I don't think that they're inherently
Yes.
worse objectively, though. Subjectively, I see them worse, but objectively,
I mean,
that's
my
the
whole
other
thing-
thing.
Like, pretty fucking bad.
With my whole
Here's
like,
the thing: when it comes down to it, they didn't choose this.
Yeah, they didn't choose it, but like,
True.
but like, okay, if you're
have the ability to control
if
it.
you're born a fucking murderer,
They do have the
If you-
have the ability to control it. They
if you-
don't touch the kids. The anti-contact ones are the good ones.
Okay.
but how do
respect
you
that.
tell like someone's actually anti-contact? Because someone who's wanting to get in contact with a minor is not going to straight out come out and say it like, oh
I do agree
yeah,
that
I
that is
don't,
definitely a
I'm not
Tell
going
me-
to touch you. I'm
that's
Here.
not
not a
going to touch
problem.
you.
here, tell me,
I
tell
think
me,
that- I
tell me
think-
what's gonna make a better society. A society where we actively think that this sort of thing is degenerate and disgusting, and the people should stay hidden and they better not act on it, or a society where we accept with open arms, as long as you don't do anything, it's okay as long as you don't
You know
act
what would
on
be
it.
better? These people need to seek medical help.
They do need to seek
Exactly.
medical help.
Here,
But I don't
need
think
medical help.
Yeah.
I don't think that we should be saying, "Oh, these people are horrible. Let's ostracise them from society." I think we need to be saying, "These people have issues. They need to see a professional."
They do.
Yes. Yes.
But they're all already seeing professionals. I mean, most of them are. They all say like, "Oh, I have a therapist," or "Oh, I have this." They're not getting help. I just
Well,
don't
there is
like
a
that they're
difference between
advocating for
saying
it.
you go to one and actually doing it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Here's what they need. They need. Here's the thing. They need their own. They need their own website to do what they're trying to do on Twitter.
That is fucking retarded, bro. Yeah, let's put a bunch of
gonna-
pedophiles and children on a website together.
Look, what they need is go to like I don't know, like Reddit, like they mentioned it.
Like
We've all been to 4chan before. We
I
we know
don't.
where they're like we know
I
where
mean,
the fuck
4chan
they're
is the
at.
top
thing
tier
with Twitter
trap
is-
site in the world.
The thing with
I
Twitter.
mean, what do you think reset era is?
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Oh, yes.
Yes, yeah.
The thing
To
with,
me-
the thing with
I'm
Twitter
gonna
is
come
Twitter is
out
way
on the
too-
controversial opinion.
Burner,
here.
Burner, that's always been a pedal board.
That's
I'm
always
gonna
been a
come out
pedal
on the
board.
Controversial opinion.
Yeah, it's
here.
always been a pedal board,
I don't
dude.
think these
B
people
is horrible.
deserve a
Yeah,
platform.
he is horrible.
You think these
I
people
agree.
deserve a
I don't
platform?
No, I'm not thinking a platform. I'm
don't-
just thinking they.
Then you're,
I'm just
like,
thinking
dumb.
somewhere that they
You're, like,
can
dumb,
talk
bro.
amongst themselves.
Hey,
because
hey.
think about it, having a support group is a
Right.
good thing.
Called
But
Yes.
now
Let
we're
me just say so-
convincing kids.
Okay.
Ketos Anonymous.
Also, I have a question. Like, they
know what,
only
fuck
try
this.
they only feel sexually attracted to children. Why they don't try, like, I don't know, getting into contact with themselves?
With themselves? What kind of a fucking weird ass answer is that? You
I
have to
believe- I
contact
believe-
yourself.
Let me translate.
I want to finish my statement.
Yeah,
The
kind of-
reason I say
Oh,
that,
sorry,
the reason
sir.
I say I don't think these people deserve a platform is because if you look at the fucking extremism now, you look at like gays now, they're literally fucking.
What do you mean
having
gays now? What the fuck
fucking
does
gay
what the
stripper
fuck is
club.
that supposed to mean?
Alright, yeah.
What?
Well,
Okay.
Look at what's
We're
being
going
normalized
we're going
in the
downhill
media.
real fast.
What do you mean?
Look
I
at
mean-
what's being normalized in the media with fucking gays
Drag.
stripper clubs on
Okay, you're
little
talking about
kids.
Are you
Drags on
are
little kids.
are you like
Oh, you mean the drag queens at the library
shit-
thing?
so?
That
No, no,
shit
no.
is what's getting normalized.
I have a question. Are
That
you
was fucked.
retarded?
And
Because
that's
like
what-
you're blaming if anything it's not gay people, it's trans people, you know that, right? So
Yeah,
tell me, you're not retarded, right? I hope
But
you're
also,
not.
I'd say, look,
Oh shit, we're
the
gonna
issue.
We're gonna
I
get
don't
tagged.
think
This is a
There's-
fucking
This is going towards
We're
topics
gonna
we
get-
probably
I
shouldn't be
disagree.
talking
I
about here.
have never more
Bring
than
your into this.
Should we clear comms and start over?
We're gonna, if we keep
Yeah.
going
No,
in
hang
this
on.
direction, we're gonna get Poe in trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna get his Discord shut down for no
Yeah,
fucking
you know,
reason. He's
you know,
gonna
I
wake
think
up
I'm
and
gonna
be like,
head out.
I just took a shower after recording for my OnlyFans channel, and then all of a sudden my Discord shut down.
He's
I mean,
sending
look,
nudes to Jay.
I think that some of the stuff in the general NSFL chat already makes it grounds to
We're
get
not.
removed.
We're not.
Oh,
We're not
no.
gonna talk about that here, bro. We're gonna.
What's in there?
Horrifying things.
What's
You
in
don't
there
wanna see
stays
it.
in there.
Not safe.
I mean,
Not safe for YouTube.
technically, nothing in there can get us removed because it's marked as NSFW.
Someone fucking posted a Vaporeon meme. Oh, that's brilliant.
Unless somebody is posting child porn in there, we can't really get removed.
There's.
I mean,
for
there was
anything in there.
there.
I've
There
been
was-
actively
ideas.
curbing something.
There was an image of like some dude with his face literally ripped off.
That's not
No,
against
that's
the
not
rules.
child porn.
Not, yeah, that no.
I mean,
that's
it's not child porn, but I think that might be
It's-
somewhere in Discord TOS.
It's
No, it's not.
gore. I don't.
Excessive gore.
No,
Can we have a?
I'm pretty sure they say that.
I mean, think about fuck, the Nazi pug dude. His Discord got shut down because they.
Fucking.
Yeah,
You mean-
yeah.
you
Yes.
mean fucking
His
dank.
Discord got shut down because they posted shit porn.
And traps, a lot of
Hey,
traps.
I was there for that
Isn't-
stuff, so you can ask me about that. Sort of
Isn't
thing.
it shitty how authoritarian Discord
love
is?
dank.
Okay, why did you post so much shit porn then?
I didn't post it.
I
It
don't
was-
believe it. He just shit
I
porn.
did not
Alright,
post it. I was in
alright,
the server
move
and they
needle.
keep posting it.
Whoever just spoke,
It
as
was
soon
my
as you
friend
spoke,
who did it.
was it Pootie Tat? As soon as you spoke and said it wasn't me, I fucking saw Urkel and I just started losing it. Oh my god.
Can I do that?
I didn't
Did
post
I do
the
that?
shit. You don't even know.
You don't even know.
Look, I didn't post it myself. I just fapped to it.
See,
Discord
that's
is-
completely
yeah,
okay.
Discord is run by furries.
That's okay.
Discord
You
is
can
literally
fact whatever you
Discord is
want.
literally fucking run by furries, my man.
Okay,
Was it,
look,
didn't they have an issue with like furry child porn a while ago?
Yep.
No,
Right,
in
yeah,
fact- in fact, they encouraged it. in
They
fact.
said
Yeah,
it was
they
okay.
said
Yeah.
they would
Discord
not
is literally
ban
run by
it.
furries.
They had an issue
Look, I'm not
regarding
saying-
it.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
don't fap to shit porn, but
Because
if you
they
do, I see you as
promoted
less
it.
of a person.
But they got angry if
I mean,
someone posted
I mean,
lolicon.
I do agree with you there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey guys, watch
so
this.
there was a whole massive debacle over their furry porn shit.
Apparently that moderator is still working for Discord.
Of course they would be.
Yeah.
Why the
Oh,
fuck wouldn't
really?
they?
Yeah, of course.
Why
And,
wouldn't
like,
they?
the
Duh.
whole
Guys,
thing
you better
started
we
at
better start talking
Quackity.
about that now.
Like you
Okay, it was a
think
good
that-
chat, but I gotta
Shut
go.
it down. Shut
Alright,
it
I'll
down.
see you, bro.
See you around then.
you
See you
think
around,
that
Al.
Have a good one.
Discord just for PR shit? You
Okay,
think
good.
that they
Okay, good
play
night,
around with
and
Good night.
don't get too caught up in the trap.
We will get caught up in the traps,
Okay.
don't you worry.
And he's
We
gone.
will get
Hey
very
guys,
caught
watch
up in the
this.
traps.
Smug's online. Watch her go offline now. Calling it again.
Do, 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 do.
What?
Smug is actually secretly here.
Who was Smug?
So
Slug
I
Riku?
never really wondered what's the
Smug's
hate with
actually in the
Smug,
chat right
like,
now
in
listening to
general?
this.
Smug is not
Yeah.
in the chat right now.
It's like my.
Burner, you ruined their fetish. You're making them. You're gonna make them all sad.
Do you not like Smug? Is that what's going on here?
Oh no. I was making a joke. I was just saying.
No, I mean, do y'all not like Smug? Like, what's the
Oh.
meme here?
I don't have
Never-
any.
don't know who that
That's
is.
a good question. Like
I
a lot
don't-
of
I
people
don't
are.
dislike
I don't even
her.
know who she is.
I'm genuinely concerned for Smug, but that's
Okay.
a different story.
Well, have a good night, bro.
Smug's a bit of a. odd
Well,
person,
tell
but
me
that's
the drama on Smug live on stream. Tell me your drama.
Ooh.
Tell me this live
for-
on
for
stream.
me?
Yeah, let me just do that right now.
From my
Yeah.
mouth.
For anyone.
I guess for me, I just hope that they don't do anything bad. There's been I mean we're talking about the horse in the room here,
What are-
guys.
What?
Like,
You mean the elephant in the room? You fucking.
no, because it's not as big as an elephant, but it's still fucking big enough to be a horse.
What are we talking about here?
What's the horse in the room?
What?
So
Yeah.
the horse in the room is that Smug has some drama from some stuff that she's done.
Oh, so
Some
let's
stuff
hear.
that can just, like-
Let's fucking hear about it, bro.
What
Yeah, I don't-
stuff?
I'm not really a fan of the being vague.
Oh, for fuck's
I'd
sake!
rather
No,
not be
the
vague.
elephant in the
Quit being
room
vague,
is
vague.
question.
Now you're turning into an elephant.
back in December, Smug had a massive breakdown, and that's why she disappeared for a few months. That's
A
about
lot,
all
yeah.
I know.
A lot of little
And
things.
she tried to
have
kill
happened.
herself.
Yes.
That's not good.
Which is why it's kind of a little weird to talk about. That's why I'm concerned for her because as someone who likes to psychoanalyze people, wonder
that's
what.
Pretty
I
casual.
just-
I
yeah.
like digging deep into people's brains.
Listen, it got really bad back in my old college. I started calling regular people humans. It's kind of deplorable, honestly.
Are regular people not humans?
I don't think we can consider anyone here a human.
I'm a human.
My girlfriend really got at me for that, but
You know what? Fair. Most people here
I am
are
a
loonies.
human being, not like you guys.
but I was just concerned because there's a lot of obviously like suicide and why exactly she made the decisions that she did.
Whoa! You're telling me Smug could try to commit suicide?
That was what I've been understood. That's back in December. Yeah, they went MIA for a bit. They had to take a break, which was good.
Yikes, bro.
On the online Twitter is fucking gay.
I'm starting to think that these are rumors, and I don't think that it's appropriate to spread rumors about someone.
Okay, this is what we were told.
You are.
by
I
her
bet you are
team
fucking fun
and
at
her
parties, bro.
boyfriend. This is legitimate information that we were told.
I mean,
by
sure,
her news team and boyfriend. Okay.
Sure,
Here,
it
Mom,
is. We were
I was
told
gonna say
this,
something.
but I don't
It
think
might
it's
be legitimate
appropriate
that you
to
heard it, but it might not be
broadcast
legitimate that it happened.
Even if it's not rumors, I don't think this is.
Well, let's. Hey guys, at Smug.
Clear comms.
Listen, at Smug, we'll ask them ourselves.
We really is that really a good idea?
1, 2, 3, not.
I really don't.
I'll take it.
I think that's a touchy. Hey,
I also
listen.
think that that's a horrible idea.
Listen.
I
When
think
you have someone who's got issues, right? It's not easy to kind of go about talking to them about the issue. You kind of have to ease yourself into it. Usually, especially with something as serious as death.
What are you talking about? We're in Discord. If you don't want to talk about your suicide, then don't do it. You can leave the chat. what do you mean?
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. What I'm talking about is when you confront someone about an issue, right? You don't just especially if they're because we don't know Smug exactly right, and we know that these have been problems, right? Obviously there is issues, right? Whether or not it's 100% confirmed or not, excuse me. Whether or not it's 100% confirmed, even though it's apparently been very clear that this happened, you don't just go to someone who's had such a sickly issue and just headstrong. Hey, why'd you want to kill yourself, bro?
Exactly, you
Because
really don't.
It's a very harsh thing mentally to do to someone.
I never
and-
said. I mean, expect me to have a little more subtlety than that. Then I assumed you would.
I didn't know if that's what you meant.
No,
because-
no. Come on. I'm not that autistic. Hold up.
I'm not saying you are, man.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean,
Did you wanna
I'd
be a
rather.
dinosaur when you were 16?
Can I bring up that this is also being broadcasted live?
Yeah,
still?
this is why I'm saying this isn't such a good thing to talk about. Right?
Why?
Yeah, when does
I'm
this
so-
go after the stream ends?
When everyone logs off.
Not talk about this here.
Is there a way to cut this out or no? Or we just
It's a live stream. Yeah, let's just do some
Let's bring it back.
live cutting.
So wait, I have a question. So you don't want to talk about it now that you know it's public, but you were fine to talk about it behind her back. What's the deal there?
That's not
I
that's
knew
not
it was
the
public. I just didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
Because he was being really vague about it.
Me? I was?
No.
he's referring to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we don't have to talk about it.
And then he started going into more detail, and I'm like,
Like I just Okay, bye.
Did you say that? Did you say you're gonna leave? All right. Oh, never mind. Well, all right.
There you go.
Adios.
Adios.
You fucking left immediately.
I'm just saying. I don't want to
let's
spread
change
rumors
the
about people
topic.
anyways, so I want to kind of get it. But all right. So, so about Twitter. Should Twitter allow maps on here? Should
No.
Twitter be allowing
No.
this shit?
They're predators.
I think they should.
If you believe
it depends on the way. If you're like just someone going about your day, you're not trying to promote your fucking map ideology and hang out with kids and that.
Well, they
Whatever,
love to
I don't give
promote
a.
that.
But
It shouldn't
unless
give
they're
a
like
fuck.
pushing
Give
their
a fuck.
ideology by saying they're a
But if
map,
you
then
were
Twitter would
pushing
never
your
know.
if you push your shit, if you try and fucking make these communities and invite little kids into them, then yeah, there should be a problem there.
So Lucas is on the money. Lucas is on the money because here's the thing though. Like I agree, but look at it like this, right? So it's like we don't want these fuckers spreading such terrible ideas and like disgusting ideals that this is okay, that you should do this and that I should be able to do it kind of mentality around Twitter, right? But there are many at many different levels too, many different types of sick people on Twitter. You could go to the most popular group I call K-pop stans, and you might be like, "What the fuck do you mean by that?" There's many girls. I mean, yeah, they're girls. They're fucking young and idiots, but they just really want Korean cock. Like,
Jesus Christ.
like I'm not trying to like beat around the bush here. They love their big
They're
girly
tiny
Korean
ping
boys.
pong, ping pong.
Jesus
Sure,
Christ.
sure.
Bro.
Let's sure. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
3 inches.
Oh my god. So yes, they want they like the Korean man, the young girly looking Korean. Yeah, but the issue is that like it becomes when a fetish is a fetish. An obsession is a little bit different. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah, so
Yes.
like when you have people who are obsessing to like imagine that say I liked big fucking honking mommy GF titties, all right?
Yeah.
All right.
I love that shit.
I'm assuming you said that.
Because I did. All right. So let's
Alright, who doesn't?
yeah, so I like the mommy titties, right? I love that. Now there is certain level of I like this, right, to and this compares to the map, and I'll explain that in a second. Liking this to being like, it's a fetish, I jerk it, it's my thing, I like it, it looks appealing to me, and it makes me happy. To oh my god, guys, I'm tweeting this right now,
God
but it's just
fucking
this
damn
woman
it!
with huge
Stop
fucking
posting
honkers.
gore in.
But
Is that even gore?
well, besides the gore part that's fucking being pointed out. Anyways, it's like, oh my god, fucking! I just saw a woman with big fucking honking titties on the sidewalk.
Are we
and
talking
I
about
fucking
honking titties?
staring at them, and I started getting I started rubbing myself too, and it's just like, okay, so that's an obsession. That's
a little
becoming
much,
a little
bud.
unhealthy.
It's a little much.
Yeah, right. Now a map, like let's compare this to the map, right? Let's talk about contact maps and non-contact maps, right? Non-contact map who doesn't that just sees it as something like they understand that it's an issue, right? They like it. There's nothing they can really do other than get help, obviously, or maybe they feel like help won't work and they just live with the fact that this is what they got to deal with as far as long as they can handle. As opposed to someone who is a full-blown contact map who is spreading these ideals, going, "Oh my god, guys, I just want to diddle the kids." There's a big difference there, right? So I believe
it's a matter of extremism.
Yeah, extremism. It's extremism versus
semi-normal people.
Yeah, semi-normalism. Where I mean, even then, it's very normal to like things without being obsessive about it. Obviously,
it's the difference between the feminist crowd that is actually talking about men's issues too and like being actual feminists, and the ones who are saying that all men need to die.
I mean, again, this gets into the whole predators are smarter than to reveal themselves, and they are going to use ruses to. I mean, look at Onisan. Look at Onisan.
Well, that's the belief that every single one abuses.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A predator is not going to tell you that they're attracted to kids. They're just not. They're not gonna fucking.
Because then they're
the more accepted. Like if it became any more accepted.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, he was revealed to be a pedophile. I remember that. but like the more and this is the problem with even shifting this conversation to is even talking about being attracted to children acceptable, because then you make these people feel they're accepted enough to kind of hide in plain clothing. And
Well,
so
no,
if
I don't think that's really the thing.
But
here.
I feel like how we discussed earlier with school shootings, it's very important to discuss.
Yes,
right,
because
but
I don't feel like you're normalizing like them by saying
Exactly.
like this is
I also
because you're identifying that there's a problem and that it's bad and that there's something wrong with that idea.
But
You're
the
not
whole
normalizing
thing
it.
is, I don't think the people of Twitter.com are equipped to basically help these people in any way.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
I
mean, if
agree with
you're
you.
like
they're
going
not.
to Lucifer on the stream,
Oh,
they
shit.
said, "Oh, well, I'm open about it on Twitter, but I'm not going to go see a private therapist about that." It's just like, so you're willing to be open about it on social media, but you're not willing to actually go get help.
That's because okay, there's a reason for that. Social media has the anonymity, and the thing with private therapists is they actually can and technically feel obligated to, if they think that you are a threat to yourself or others, the confidentiality is no longer in play.
But I mean, if you've actually been to these there, it takes a lot for them to breach that. Like it takes actual
I've
physical.
heard stories of normal maps being normal. You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't think that kids should be legally fucked.
Yeah.
I've seen them discussing actual cases in which their friends have been they've gotten into a lot of legal trouble because they tried to go get help for their problem.
And this also brings up like issues.
There's also a matter of like, if we don't destigmatize it at least
Yeah.
a little bit, if we don't destigmatize it a little bit, they won't be able to get that professional help.
Yeah,
I mean,
Paul's
is
on the
there
money
is there any help for them even? What help is there for them?
There is.
There absolutely is.
There has been a lot of research done into it, and it just sounds weird saying it, but apparently treatment for attraction to minors is kind of similar to how they help people accept the fact that they're gay. Because the thing is, like, it's not something that you can. To an extent, yes. It's not the fact of the matter is, it is a sexual attraction that you just can't change it without like inhumane shit.
Yeah.
Shock therapy and stuff. So the way that they do it,
You can't even change it with shock therapy.
The way that they do it is they try, and the reason that they support these people going into Twitter communities, the reason that they support this is because they want them to accept themselves for what they are. So say, yes, I am attracted to children. Is that a good thing? No, but I am attracted, and there's nothing I can do about it. Are we still recording because I just said that?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
take it out of context.
Well, so
Congratulations.
I have a question. I have a question. I have a question. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Congratulations, the police have already been called.
I can't believe you're following me and you want to fuck kids, dude.
Dude, this is fucked up. I can't. Paul, someone call the police? This is getting fucking scary.
Hold it, boys. So I have a question. Why are you people so fucking shaking in your fucking loafers whenever you hear somebody is record? Like, you know this stream is live, right? But why would you be saying this shit if like it wasn't live? Like, why do you say shit?
It's just a matter of the way that I.
He's gonna take it out of context.
The way that I said it is so easy to take out of context, and then, oh no, I'm canceled.
But
you are
Paul,
canceled.
it's like
Very canceled, bro.
Paul, someone could just splice it though. They could just be like taking like 3 words like I, and then there you go.
Exactly.
And now they're gonna. And if someone really wants to, they could do that with me because I've already said.
Also,
like,
it was
3 words.
90% a joke because no one's actually watching this anyway. So,
23 people.
I think
23 whole
There's
people.
like almost 100 people watching. So.
F in chat if nobody's watching.
They really okay. They try and get these people to basically accept the fact that they are what they are and move on from there and learn how to live with it rather than trying to change it.
No, they're not though. No, they're not though. Have you ever looked at their conversations together?
Okay.
I'm not saying what they do. I'm saying that the professional opinion that according to stuff that I've read,
okay,
the medically psychologically accepted treatment is similar to how they get gay people to accept that they are gay, but it's different in the fact.
One thing.
It's different in the fact that with gay people, of course, being gay is okay. So it's a matter of
is being gay okay, bro? Is it okay?
Yes. It's a matter of
Jury's still out on that, but okay, go on.
It's a matter of accept that you have this attraction, but also understand that it is not okay under any circumstance to act.
Oh, just like gay people, I get it.
This
yes.
One thing that Paul nailed. This one thing is that because Foxy, your concern is like the normalizing issue, and ironically, it's the normalization of making it understood by these individuals that there's a problem, right? That there is a specific issue. It's not normal, but that there is something that can be done, and that they're not wrong. They just have an issue that needs to be dealt with. It's not the type of normalizing where it's like, oh, we're normalizing, letting them think that this is okay. It's normalizing saying, hey,
you are on a very slippery slope, sir. I would watch your footing.
Okay, so
I mean, the whole thing
if you
is,
let me
do we really think that this is something you're inherently born with attraction to children? Because
yes.
let's be honest here, you're not born with a bondage fetish. You are not born with that.
I think it depends.
You're born being attracted to women or men. Yes, you are. You're born being attracted to a certain age. Yes.
But this isn't men or women. This is an age.
Yes, age is the same way.
That they're the same.
Wait. This is something that the science isn't really concrete on yet. The scientists really aren't sure what contributes to it more, but generally, just like with other traits, the general accepted opinion is that it is a mix of both nature and nurture. It isn't just you're born this way. It's also your upbringing, it's just how you grew up, media you consumed, just overall what is happening around you.
Yeah, it's a very common trope.
So, sure, they could have been born just like, love that kiddo, but it's also likely
that's another one that we can take out of context.
Yeah, but it's also likely that for many of them it happened after being born. Shit, just maybe they didn't grow out of the phase of oh yeah, people my age are hot, and then they grew up and it's like, oh yeah, people my younger age are still hot. It's kind of both. So it's also just not something you can change. It is something that is innately ingrained into you at that point.
I don't think that's necessarily true. You definitely can contain it.
Kind of has been saying that
what okay,
the case,
what do you mean by contain?
Evan.
Okay, I feel like if you're gonna bring up if you're gonna bring up science statistics and whatnot,
okay,
you kind of need to bring up sources, bro.
Yeah, where's your Paul?
Psychology is not and never will be an exact science.
My sources are I'm playing Beat Saber right now, and I don't want to look up sources.
Where's your MLA? Give me your MLA cited page, please, or else I'm gonna have to fucking sue you and throw you out of the school.
Fuck, you're gonna report.
I'm willing to accept that it's
This wasn't an APA. I'm sorry. Gonna have to fucking end it for you.
Oh,
well, I'm willing to accept that it's a mixed bag, because I mean that's the majority of things. That people are born sociopaths and psychopaths, which can contribute to how they function in life. If they are going to become a serial killer, or if they're not.
Even with sociopathy and psychopathy, it can form afterwards. Trauma can cause you to someone who is completely normal with no mental issue become a psychopath.
Yeah, it's susceptible contact of.
That's what I was saying. But my whole thing is with it being on a public thread, with younger people can be influenced by this stuff, because I mean when you're 14, 15, 16, like this boy was 16 years old, thinking that they're a map, a necrophile, and a zoophile. What really contributed to that? Was it because they were looking online and saw more people talking about this and be like, yeah, that could be me. Yeah, I believe I'm that. So
honestly,
this is a very good question.
I think that there's a balance that needs to be made because I think of generally minor attraction as like something that would be categorized under any other mental illness.
I feel like Foxy is bringing up a very interesting question.
So wait,
because,
I have a question about that mental illness
I think
thing.
it's a matter
Listen,
of balance.
hold it, cool. All right, so listen, so I got shit canned earlier today because I was told that it wasn't a disability, it wasn't a mental illness because would you compare an attraction to gay people to be a mental illness? So I want to hear your take on this.
no,
I think that's fucking absurd. I feel like that's fucking absurd.
Yeah,
but what's your take?
That's very different. Yeah.
Well, because I mean,
That's
mental
gotta be-
illnesses,
that's really
mental illnesses used to be just defined as something going outside of the norm. So, like homosexuality was considered a mental illness because the majority of people are born heterosexual.
Normal.
Right.
Okay,
well, I mean,
well, okay,
that is
let me-
considered the standard, but I mean, that's changed in recent years
Mental
because
illness might have been a weirder term for it, but I'm considering it under it because I would say that the goal of talking about it is similar to the goal of talking about mental illness, which is to get more knowledge about that thing out so that more people understand it and more people can be open
but
to
I think that
getting
can be
help.
that can be a negative thing because you could be influencing more people to think that they like, especially when their brain's developing. Like if someone who's an authority figure sits there and tells a child, "You are this," that child's going to grow up thinking, "I am that."
This.
Yeah. So if you sit there and like,
I mean,
take for instance,
that's the human condition, is to categorize people and groups and ideals and this
Like-
sort of, what you are, what this is, what that is.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when we get to that point with like a lot, because back then it was much worse. Whenever there was a situation where it was you are this, most people came to accept that they were that thing. They didn't question it half the time. They kind of went on with their life. Just like with an idea, it's like this person's a witch. You don't question the fact of it, because if you do, that's that's what witches do. They start doing blasphemy, and
They start questioning things. It's terrible.
Yeah, stop questioning things. You fucking you wench. You fucking
Ban the
witch.
witches.
and the thing is that like now obviously we still have that, but the difference is that with like let's say what's a good comparison. So like sexual preference, saying like I don't like I'm okay with anything as long as I'm attracted to it. It doesn't matter what it is. Let's say hypothetically, people will try to box that as a certain thing and try to explain to me that's what I am. I am this type of preference, and I start ascribing to that when really I have a slightly different opinion or feeling, and it's a complicated process that can't really be, solved 100%. It can only just be, averaged out over the years. So it's just the reality of it all.
The thing with there's like a balance of being able to say these people need to get help, because the thing is, if you don't encourage them to get help, they are significantly more likely to commit a crime and abuse a child. And
but I mean, the nature of it should indicate to them, if you're attracted to a child, you obviously need help. Nothing in our society condones that. They know they need help. They are looking for groups of themselves to try and convince themselves that there is nothing wrong.
But as stated before, even the ones that try and get help with therapists, they have been reported, and there is a genuine fear of this is a problem for me and I want to get help for it, and going to try and get help, and when you try to get that help, you get shut down, you get in legal trouble.
Well, I mean, that's the that what that therapist did is illegal. Like, that is not legal for them to do.
It is legal for a therapist to believe that their patient may be a threat to themselves or others to disclose that to the police. That is legal.
But sexual them talking about their attraction is not necessarily. That's like if the therapist said like, oh, well, tell me about some of your dreams or nightmares, and you talk about like a dream of like you harming someone else, that is not grounds to disclose that to the police. That is a dream.
Agree.
Well,
the problem is that there's a stigma.
I thought it was only legal when it was like when you were planning on harming someone else.
Right.
If the therapist believes
you are
a danger.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
like
if you say I'm about to murder someone.
Yeah, the ruling on that is like, yeah, if it's even if it's like the belief, because to the very least, when a smart
It's
fucking
like how-
therapist
it's
would
like
do, they'd
how-
advise.
Exactly.
Yeah, they advise like this.
So like, yes, I agree. That is wrong. The therapist is wrong in that case, but legally it is technically fine. So we need to bring up the not basically just saying that anyone who's attracted to a minor is going to fuck a minor is a problem.
I mean, but is that not what that implies? They are sitting there saying they are attracted to minors, then
But
like,
that doesn't mean that they're going to act on it. That's like saying that anyone who's attracted to anyone is going to rape whoever they're attracted to.
Do you agree?
Like saying,
Okay. Would you agree that a minor attraction is more dangerous than a regular attraction?
I would agree that.
So there you go. So there you go. No, Cap.
like I'm not reinventing the wheel here.
Cap. There is a serious danger for someone to act on that, and it may not be like inherently likely, but you have to keep them under tabs, bro.
There's more danger if we don't help them, because if they don't get a therapist and they don't like.
Depends on what you mean by help. Depends on what you mean by help.
A therapist, a psychologist, a
most of these maps,
a licensed professional.
Most of these maps say they already have licensed professionals. What do you want what do you want them to do? Dox themselves?
Those ones are good. They're getting their licensed help, but a lot of them don't, because there are a lot of licensed professionals.
So what do you suggest we do?
There are a lot of licensed professionals who have the same mindset and have this mindset of this person is attracted to a kid, they are inherently dangerous. And that's a problem, because that's like saying, oh, a gay person is just gonna rape any dude they see.
Why does gay imply rape? Why does gay imply rape? Pedophile implies rape because the child cannot consent whether the child is into it or not. Whether the child is into it or not. Gay does not equal rape. Pedophilia does.
My point is, it's like saying
you're talking about extremism.
I'm not talking about extremism.
People aren't going to inherently act on their attraction. Like, they're not going to. That's the point of the
if they're disabled, yes, they will. You're presuming these people are normal. You would be hard pressed to find a map that isn't autistic or has Down syndrome or something that's
but
like.
I'm saying that is why they need the help. That is why they need the professional help.
Okay.
And that is why in general
nobody's disagreeing with that.
No, we do not need to destigmatize.
No.
We need to get rid of the idea that inherently somebody having an attraction to a child means that they are going to act on it. Because
that you have to treat them that way. You have to.
No, actually, no. He's got a good point. He's got an okay point.
If you do that, it gives every therapist license the second that they hear, the second that it is brought up to them. If that is true, the second it's brought up to them, they are obligated to go and tell the police.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're only obligated to tell the police if a crime has been committed or somebody is going to get hurt.
But they believe that if follow the logic of all maps are inherently dangerous and will definitely act on the attraction.
Okay.
If someone thinks that, the second that they hear that someone is attracted to a minor, they think this is a ticking time bomb.
Untrue.
Which means that they have license
I disagree.
to go and report them.
I disagree. No, if you say, "Hey, I'm attracted," no, it's not the logic. If you say, "Hey, I'm a map and I live alone and like I go to like junior college," they're not gonna fucking. You're not a big danger there. Now, now, if you say no, hold off. I'm not even done. I'm not even done, bro. Let me give you a second example. So now, if a therapist hears, "Hey, I'm a map and I live with my like younger cousin," or "Hey, I'm a map and I work at a fucking daycare," that is a different story. I would call the cops even if they weren't gonna do anything. That is not a position you should be having with these feelings. Sorry. That's my take. I don't think a responsible therapist that's gone through medical school would report someone that is not in direct danger of hurting somebody.
I wouldn't say call the cops is the answer there. I would say that
call the cops is definitely the fucking answer. You have a minor attraction and you work at a daycare. What are you talking about?
Encourage the patient
encourage them
to go and get a different job.
Encourage them to go and get a different. Yeah,
How are you-
they're
I have a
working
question.
at a.
How are you gonna
You're,
encourage someone? They made the
you're
choice to go
working
there.
at a fucking daycare with a minor attraction. What the fuck are you talking about?
So why
They're
would you
setting
not
themselves.
They're setting themselves up. It's like a kid in a fucking candy
This is the whole
store.
reason why pedophiles get into the Boy Scouts. They get into the church because that's where their targets are.
Okay, wait, just one second. I want to say something. I just want to say something. Paul, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you are a recovering alcoholic. Should you work at a brewery?
No, I'm saying that you.
That's my point. Just saying.
That doesn't mean you should call the cops on them. The therapist. I'm saying.
Yeah, because the only person who gets hurt in that scenario is you because you're drinking again. A child will get hurt. Multiple children will get hurt.
I'm not saying that the police should be called on them. I'm saying that possibly the workplace should be called, but not the police, because the police makes it a whole other problem. Okay. If you instead encourage that person to look for another job and quit that one, because you tell them this is putting yourself in a situation where you are tempted and you should not do that.
You are treating them like they are a normal person, and someone who is attracted to minors is not normal.
Other than that minor attraction, they kind of are.
So here's the issue that we're all having here, especially because it's the heavy amount of logic that each side is having with the argument, is that I'll just explain it just so we're all on the same page here. Paul's saying help the person. They're not doing a crime. As of the moment, they need the help, right? And everyone else is kind of on the side of, they work like hypothetical. They work at a daycare. They, are surrounded by kids and they are a map. Call the cops because that is an immediate issue. The issue is that we're forgetting that there's fucking factors going on. Like factors that include, does this person actually understand what they're really saying when they say their map? Are they actually, surrounded in this case, in a case where they were always a map to begin with, or that they're discovering this is becoming a thing and they're avoiding it as of the moment, it's newly discovered and they want the problem to be handled. That's why they went to a therapist. Or once again, is it something that's already been going on for a while now? They're starting to get out of control. They start realizing this. They go get help. There are certain levels in which you deal with these. And obviously that goes up to the person who is the therapist, hypothetically, what they would do. But there's a lot of factors we're all bringing into this. And it's not as simple as, call the cops immediately, or don't call the cops, help them. Don't, tell them that they're wrong and encourage that they need, that they're doing the right thing to get help. There's a lot of shit.
All right, boys. Let me.
That goes into this.
This after show has been going on for a pretty long time, but I got some work to do. So I'm gonna let you finish that final thought, and then I'm gonna close it out. And you guys can continue talking. I don't care, but I just gotta get this thing closed out.
All right, cool. It means I'm less at threat for getting shit cut out.
Getting your face
someone else
cut
can do
off,
the
bro.
stream.
I don't need to be canceled.
Yeah, someone else start streaming. I'll watch the stream.
Oh.
You want to watch the stream?
All right.
Come on, look, I've already had 5 accounts suspended.
Yikes.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
5?
Bro, most of the time it's for arguing with people who think white people cannot be
They have to use a different fountain. We all know.
No. The type of people who say, you can't be racist against white people. Men can't be raped. Woo! Those types of morons.
Paul, I found one for
Let's
you.
figure it out.
Oh, no.
I got my account locked for
I put it in general VC.
1 second.
All right, then swoop. Then I think I'm gonna close this one out. Well, thank you so much for watching the digital Blackface after show. Heart emojis. It's been great. I'll see you guys.
It's been an absolute ride, I must say.
You fucking